Shooting guard, Terrence Ross. At center, Bobby Portis. At small forward, Chris Middleton. At guard, Jalen Brunson. At forward, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The head coach of the visiting team, Mike Budenholzer. And now, please welcome your New York Knicks. At forward, at 6'9", number 3, Jaden McDaniels. At forward, at 6'9", number 25, Baker. At guard, at 6'5", number 21, Drew Holiday. At guard, at 6'8", number 13, Paul George. At center, at 6'11", number 11, DeAndre Ayton.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The 4 and 5, Giannis and Portis. Jalen Brunson out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for New York, Baker out there with McDaniels. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Ayton. And it's Holiday in at the guard position. Unlike a lot of perimeter-oriented teams, GA, offensively, the Bucks can really play inside out.
No doubt, and teams pack in the lane against Milwaukee, but Giannis in particular is a terrific passer, and if you leave a shooter open, he tends to find it.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Thompson with it. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now here is Holiday. Right side, George. Takes it inside. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
George can be so deadly on the drive. He's got great quickness. He sees an opening and takes it right away.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
So for New York, their last game, a win against Dallas. First quarter, just over a minute played. Holiday, the pass to George. They get it back. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
The officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean,
At the line,
you got to play without fouling.
And he knocks down the first one. One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season.
Both good from the line that time. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Brunson against Holiday. Shoots from 12. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here is Holiday. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Passes it to Brunson. Ross with it. McDaniels defending. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Man, it would be kind of cool to be Giannis for just one game. He makes dunking and getting to the rim look so easy.
Now, here's George. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Outside Holiday. Back to George. Launches it. And that one is off. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Inside. And Portis throws it down.
Middleton, the scorer by nature, that time showing he can find his teammates too.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
You want one, so make some noise. On your feet, fans, and make some noise. It's your Knicks City Answer.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Now George. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. The pass to McDaniels. Outside, George. Driving inside. Lays it up off the glass. George has got his second bucket of the night.
Really strong right there. George able to take the contact and muscle it up and in.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Unloads from 13. Kept alive. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Knicks trail by 6.
And the picture of consistency, Chris Middleton is like a metronome. Gives you 20 points, over 5 rebounds and assists every year.
Now, here's George. They set the pick. From deep three-point range, it's not going to go for him. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. New York's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's George. Outside Holiday. Rebounded by the Bucks. And one reason for Middleton's consistency, he plays at his own pace.
And that's a great point, Kevin. And with his size and shooting touch, he doesn't need to blow by his man to score. All about getting to his spots.
Now here's Brunson. Following the shot by Drew Holiday. Shot clock at 3. Antetokounmpo, no good.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Holiday, the pass to George. Over Ross. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Holiday. And that's now 6 points for Paul George.
12-8.
Brunson kicks to Ross. Pass to Portis. Down low. And Antetokounmpo uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here is Holiday. No points in the game yet for him. Ayton finds McDaniel. On the wing, George. And count it from 19 feet away.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really...
Portis a screen on Holiday. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Ross on the wing. Fires the 3. Can't hit that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. And here's George. 8 points for him. He kicks to McDaniels. Stolen by Middleton. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Zeke Naji comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Jake Crowder's subbed in for Chris Middleton. Now here's Crowder to the paint. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Ross against George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
Mark, if you take a look at the superstars on this Bucks team, they are extremely selfless.
Yeah, they really are. That's one of their great attributes. They just want to win. The pieces fit well together. Doesn't matter how they do it, who does it. They're all in it to win championships. A total team mindset.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Terrence Ross.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pass to Giannis. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Attacking the rack to great effect.
And not hesitating at all to pound it inside here early.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Now, here is George. Freedom passes to George. Fades back. Jay Crowder pulls it in. Bucks leading by 7. And George hits the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Najee. Takes a 3.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, that's going with confidence, making them count in the early going here.
George passes to Bamba. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And there's the pass to Brunson. Crowder from outside. You can't get that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Here's Bogans, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now George, after the missed 3 from Lopez. George looking over the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Here is Bogan. Lopez covering. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. Here's Giannis. He has 7. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. And the wide open shot from Crowder drains it from beyond the arc.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Knicks trail by 8. Now Bogans. Pass to Caruso. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Ingles. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jalen Brunson. New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He's off on the first. Plumlee is checked in for the Bucks. And he sinks the second. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Lopez passes to Brunson. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
That free throw, no good.
And the missed opportunity. Opportunities for them at the line here early on.
And those can often come back to haunt you. They've got to focus and really make the most of the chances.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
And they need every point they can muster right now. They've got to cash in here.
Here is Bogans. Shot clock at 6. Back to Caruso. New York needs to get off a shot.
You know, with excellent lateral quickness for his size, Bamba's a quality defender.
And so it's Milwaukee bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly.
And your Knicks City Kings. On your feet, fans.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And so here is New York. They trail by 7. Alex Caruso out there with Bogans. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Freedom in at the power forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. In the corner, Bamba with it. Bogans passes to Freedom. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Toppin. Freedom, good. Freedom's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Knicks. Bucks leading by 5. Pass to Middleton. Caruso against Ross. And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. Off the inbound. And it's laid in by Brunson. Brunson's got 8 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Bamba kicks to Bogan. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. 5 points in the game.
The D just sagged off just enough. And no hesitation on his part.
Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. Good. Nice job down low.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Caruso, bounce pass. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Freedom kicks to Caruso. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here. Has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
And here are the Knicks now. 6-point game. Bogans can't get it to go. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. You got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David. And here is Ingles. Following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Caruso, the pass to Ingles. 6 on the shot clock. Here is Bogan. Brunson covering. Bogans can't get it to go.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Alice position, you can see the frustration on his face.
To the middle. Here's Toppin. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. When they're evaluating draft prospects, we always hear about wingspan, arm span. How does that translate to the basketball floor?
Well, it's actually reach factor, Kevin. That's a huge component of defense, particularly when you're talking about guys switching all the time. So the ability to cover ground, to challenge shots from a distance, that's why wingspan is so important. And you think about it, multiple defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, perhaps has the longest wingspan ever recorded at the Combine.
Brunson with it. 10 points for him. Now here's Middleton. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
Holiday against Brunson. In the corner, George with it. They grab their own miss. Count that one.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Middleton looking it over. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, I tell you what, Middleton really does a nice job at being able to score through contact. Sometimes he gets hammered, and he still gets it up and down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, he's been one of those players, they've won it on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 11. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. Ross against George. The feed to Ayton. That one falls. Ayton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, George is an outstanding player. Actually, one of the very best in the league. In these screen and roll sets, he knows exactly what to do.
And stolen by Ayton. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here is Ross. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Over to the wing. Here's the screen. Brunson against George. Clock at 4. With the fadeaway. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Holiday finds George. Passes it to McDaniels. Back to George. Fades. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. It's his 5th basket.
Paul George really feeling it right now. Another bucket to his credit.
Brunson the pass to Ross. To the inside. Here's Portis. That one's not going to go. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Right side George. To the middle. Dishes it to Ayton. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Ross. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Najee, good.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket. And what I love about Ross, that boundless athleticism. We've seen this guy throw down some absolutely vicious slams.
And it's so much fun to watch him elevate and take flight. You know, it's not about just dunking for him. I mean, he's got a solid stroke as well. I think he's just a really good, well-rounded offensive player.
Now here's Ayton. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Middleton against George. To the left side wing. Middleton dishes to Ross. Out to the right wing. Portis for 3. No good that time. And New York the other way now. And Holiday kicks to Baker. To the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Najee. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Middleton outside. Portis sets the pick for Middleton. Goes up on the wing. A 3-ball. Portis can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 9. Here's Holiday. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. New York moving it around.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Ross against George.
Blocking foul called on Bobby Portis. First personal foul.
Some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Zeke Naji. And it's Crowder in for Chris Middleton.
James Crowder.
.152 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. There's the pick. Fires from the corner. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Now, Brunson. 12 points for him. Crowder from outside. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensive.
New York calls timeout.
Get up and get ready for fun, man. It's your Knicks Breaker Bench Crew.
So for the Bucks, their last game a loss to Detroit. Holiday with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Six to shoot. Here's George. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Bucks leading by 12. And the pass to Brunson. Taken away by Holiday. The three from George. Kept alive by New York. Holiday surveying the floor. 5 to shoot. Here's Ayton. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Ross. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
20 seconds left in the first half. Holiday, the pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Ayton. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Eight seconds left to play in the first half. Floats it up for Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
And so it's Milwaukee sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mike. Stout effort defensively in the first half. What did you do to limit them?
Just just think our activity on the ball, we got to try and keep it in front of us. Our bigs did a good job, I think, being big in the paint, making things tough there. We got to finish it with the board.
Yep, rebounds and possessions, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
We're back again. Welcome. It's that time again to take a peek at how the mid-season power rankings are shaping up.
When I look at Milwaukee, another strong stretch for them.
And circling back to this first half, fellas, a decent. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton, the small forward, with Giannis Antetokounmpo as the power forward. Terrence Ross is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Portis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here is Ross. After Drew Holiday's score, pass to Portis. Over 8. Off target with the jump hook.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Here's George. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
George knows how to get his man to overcommit and off balance so he can draw the foul. He's got a number of sneaky veteran tricks that he effectively uses.
And so he makes both from the line. Milwaukee leading by 10. Portis kicks to Brunson. Back to Portis. The 3. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Holiday against Brunson. Holiday, the pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Now here's Brunson. McDaniels defending. Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Getting better and better as a playmaker. Giannis is the ultimate team-first superstar. He does put up big assist numbers, and that's an evolving part of his game.
Now here is George. He's got 14. Out to the wing. Ayton kicks to George. Pulls up from the corner. That one wide left.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
New York calls timeout.
Your Knicks City Kid.
So New York ends up going with the new group.
City Kid.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Middleton against Ingles. Here is Bogans. He has 5. Here's Bamba. New York missing again.
far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Middleton, the pass to Brunson. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And, Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triples, he'll be truly unguarded.
Milwaukee making a switch. Aji's checked in. Passes to Freedom. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Brunson, good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
So it's the Knicks now. After Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Milwaukee ball.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Now here's Brunson. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And they double up Giannis. Now the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
That's from
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And so here is New York following the bucket by the Bucks. Pass to Caruso. He dishes it to Bogans. Some nice passing by New York here. Now, here's Freedom. He's guarded closely. No good, unable to end this run.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals
Take a break.
and get out in transition.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
He misses the free throw. Milwaukee making a switch here. Toppin's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the games. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Now here's Giannis. 13 points in the game. And Toppin throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
New York calls timeout.
All right, fans, give it up right now for the Knicks Breaker Dance Crew.
Jay Crowder's checked in for the Bucks.
Make some noise for your... Dance group.
Here's Holiday. Outside, George. Ayton sets the pick for George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First, I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
2 shots.
And George drops them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's George following the bucket by the Bucks. Back to Holiday. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. It's rebounded by Najee.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is. And that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
So it's the Knicks now after the basket by Milwaukee. Holiday, the pass to George. Down low. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Kevin, not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
NBA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Here's Brunson after Drew Holiday's score. Giannis, that's a two-pointer. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Outside, George. Ayton sets the pick for George. The kick out to Holiday. Back to George. Shoots over Brunson. George, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Ted. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points here in the second half.
And Antetokounmpo showing his versatility yet again. His dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak. And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Ayton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Najee. Plumlee comes in for Toppin. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Middleton can't get it to go. New York's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Holiday really is a soft-spoken guy on and off the court. Leads by example, is extremely reliable and talented, and his teammates have great respect for him because of it.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Milwaukee. Lopez against Ayton. Three-pointer, Crowder. It's rebounded by New York. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Offensive rebound. Outside for George. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. The second chance effort. And another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. George has got 6 in the quarter.
When George is aggressive now, I think it energizes his whole team.
46.
Now here's Middleton. Fades away. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Bucks ahead, running away.
And your Knicks City Kid.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Baker out there with Ayton. Then there's McDaniels. Then it's Paul George. And it's Holiday in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And the media is able to vote on awards like All Rookie. But, Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Knicks trail by 18. Passes it to McDaniels. Ayton inside. Defended by Crowder. And that one's good, Ayton.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Middleton outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here's George. Outside Holiday. Ayton inside. Working on Plumlee. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And your Knicks City Kid.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Just look at this stat line. You got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night. in spades.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Thank you, David. And Milwaukee has possession. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. On the wing, Giannis. The fadeaway, good. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points here in the second half.
You know, knocking down mid-range jumpers is huge for Antetokounmpo. It doesn't allow the defense to form a wall and play off of it, and it opens up driving lanes as well.
There's the pass to Baker. Inside, Ayton, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, no opponent is willing to give Antetokounmpo an easy look. I mean, they want to make it hard on him, and he's going to get bodied up, and he's learned to accept that.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
McDaniels passes to Baker. Back to McDaniel. New York moving the ball around. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
You know, one reason Giannis has won Defensive Player of the Year is his agility and mobility. He can stay in front of guys and stay connected to shooters, too.
Middleton finds Ross. Now Brunson lets it go from deep. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Ross against George. Yep, it counts. George has got 20.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks. From in quote.
Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. Yes, that goes in.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Baker. Ayton with it. Clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal.
It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
First free throw is good.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Ayton hits them both. Milwaukee leading by 12. Brunson the pass to Middleton, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I like seeing Middleton throw it down like that. Boy, he's a great athlete, and he finishes with a little style, too.
Now Holiday. Outside, George from outside the arc. Offensive rebound, Baker. Outside for George. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. They get it back. Ayton against Middleton. Missed it, even after all those chances. Here's Giannis. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Once Giannis gets going now, he stays hot. He's capable of putting the entire offense on his broad shoulders.
Holiday against Brunson. Pass to George. Three-pointer. Milwaukee with the rebound. Middleton's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the jump by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
New York calls timeout.
Who wants a t-shirt? That was your Knicks City Dancer.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. It's an 18-point game. Here's George, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And George drops them both.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
Antetokounmpo finds Portis. Out left to the wing. Bucks passing it around. And George gets the whistle that time.
Paul George.
That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Here's Brunson. Six on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Holiday with it. Picked up by Portis. Bounce pass, Holiday. There's Baker. Brunson covering. And that one, good.
advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Knicks foul. Baker. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Outside Portis. And they double up Giannis. He's looking for Portis and finds him.
I'll tell you what, Hayden is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots. He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
George against Ross. Ayton kicks to George. And shot on the way. And off the prime. And in it goes. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Really difficult to contain Paul George in these pick and roll sets because of his speed. I mean, that's one element that gives him a great advantage. He's really good at making decisions in tight spaces and in these pick and roll situations.
Giannis, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Really left alone that time.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Floats it up for Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
And it all had to be because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Ayton a screen on Ross. Here's George. The shot will not fall. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Pass to Brunson. Back to Antetokounmpo. Now Portis. Kicks it to Ross. Over to the left wing. Brunson the pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Ayton. And the rejection by Ayton. And Holiday, here we go. The pass to McDaniels. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
At this point, it's looking like it's over. Time is winding down, and this is going to be a win for the Bucks.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And in a two-game season series, you always want to take charge of game one, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Knicks.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got it back down to single digits for New York.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possession.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
New York takes timeout. They're trailing by 11. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
All right, fans, give it up right now for the Knicks Breaker Dance Crew. Spectacular moves. Your Knicks Breaker Dance Crew.
5 seconds left in the game. George, no good. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to say, all right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it. Up, folks, for Greg.